What's up, peeps? How's everyone doing? Are you living your dream life? Are you chasing after what you want? What is it that you're doing every day to make yourself better? Just 1% better day by day. For me, it's fasting. I fast for about 20 hours or more every single day. I have one meal a day, and that's it. And it's a healthy meal. And I also do my training. And most people just train to work out, to be in shape, or to look a certain way, or to feel a certain way. But for me, I'm training for life. I go to distance. I push myself mentally and physically. Because there's levels to this. If you're not pushing yourself, there's no resistance. Without resistance, there's no growth. So if you're not growing, you're dying. So you have to make it hard on yourself. If you say you love suffering, there is no more such thing as obstacles. Ever. You have to be in love with being uncomfortable. You have to be in love with things that are challenging. You have to be in love with things that will push you on a daily basis to become the best version of yourself. And one day you're going to wake up and say, what happened to me? Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Is you didn't give up, for one. You understand that as long as you put in the work, you will get the results. It's only a matter of time before you get there. Because there's no such thing as action without reaction. So anything that you put energy towards will become something. And so, my friends, what are you going to put your energy in? That's for you to decide. Every single day, just 1% better. Most will tell you put in 100% every single day, 110%, just 1% better. You have no idea what you're capable of, right? When you're sick, you don't even want to eat. When you're in pain, you don't even want to eat. So how come is it that it has to go to that level of pain for you to have some sort of change in your life? I know it's not the same for everyone, but you got to understand, right? The fact is, some of you only change when there is pain involved. And this is why you have to put yourself through pain then if you really want to change. I know I fit in a both-sided fence when it comes to pain and not pain, but understand this, my friends, every single day you're suffering. It doesn't matter what position you are in life, what position you hold, every single day you're suffering. Let me give you a great example. Take someone who is rich or wealthy for an example, right? Let's say maybe they work to get to that level, right? At the end of the day, you have to understand, what did they sacrifice to get there, right? So what I meant is they're suffering in some sort of area in life. They had to suffer to be able to get to where they are. Maybe whether it is with their family, some sort of relationship with their kids or their spouse or someone within their family, or even within themselves. Maybe they sacrifice their health, You never know. But there is some sort of sacrifice, I guarantee you. And I believe ultimately the greatest sacrifice that puts you in a position to be a good person is to sacrifice self-pleasures. Don't sacrifice your kids, your spouse, your family. All those should be the main reason why you want to be successful in the first place. So, sacrifice anything you like in your life, except for family, friends, you know, and you should be suffering everywhere you are, because I mean, if you're successful and your friends are not successful, right? Don't have this mentality of um, leaving them behind, you know, that you grow and they didn't. Well, why don't you help them, you know? And if that's the case, that to where they don't want to grow, I can understand that, you know, even you lend a hand and everything. But if you're successful and your friends are not, you should be suffering. If you're successful and your brothers are not, you should be suffering. If you're successful and your family is not, you should be suffering, you know? So true success is being successful, and then the people next to you are successful as well. And this may sound like a very big statement, but you have to understand that success looks very different in multiple ways. I mean, let's say you're a man, you go out there, you're successful financially, you got to be successful with your spouse if you have one, a partner, and then let's say maybe you have kids, you have to be successful in that as well, you know, and you have to be successful in all areas, and to be able to do this, you have to become more. And sometimes when people hear more, they run away because they think more means, well, I feel like I'm a burnout, or I feel like I'm burning out because I'm putting in so much effort and energy. How can I get any more to put in? But first, understand that you're limitless. And like I said, it's just 1% better every single day. 1% better. It's not hard. You don't want to set a ridiculous expectation on yourself to the point that you may even give up the first day or the second day. You know what I mean? So let's say I fast about like 20 hours or more, right? I didn't start fasting 20 hours or more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know myself very well and I studied myself, right? So let's say if I haven't been in a gym for about like 3 months, the first day I go in there, I don't take it light. I push myself to the point like I question myself, like, you know, like, is this what I really want? And by being in that mind state to where I'm questioning myself, right? Body's aching and everything, and the heart rate is up. This is what helps me. And in that state of mind, in that moment, is where I get 1% better. And this is how I am with life. So I go in hard, 100%. And for some of you, by doing that, you may crash, you know. But at the end of the day, I will say this. Everybody is different in some sort of way. This is why if you have a coach or mentor or whoever it is, right, they have to learn you to be able to help you. Like, let's say right now, if I was to help someone with science, if I don't understand science, how could I help them? So this is the same in a relationship. To make things work, you know, no matter what kind of relationship, you have to understand the person. So to be good with your diet, your fitness, your career, you have to understand your relationship with your diet, your relationship with your training, your relationship with your body, your relationship with what it is you're passionate about, your career, whatever you want to do in life. It's very important. If you understand this relationship, I mean, most of you, if you've been with someone before, or maybe from family, friends, you know what someone likes and you know what they don't like. You know what makes them mad, sad, angry. You know what makes them happy, brings joy to them, right? If you didn't know these things, how could the relationship truly flourish? You have to understand that. So with everything that you do is all about the relationship that you have with it. So relationships is everything, but the name of the game is endurance. You must put endurance into everything you do in life. That's why I'm an endurance athlete. The way I train is an endurance athlete. So guys, what I had to say here is you're limitless. You can do anything you put your mind to. Let me tell you this, the best scientist in the world, right? Or the best mathematician in the world, or the best doctor in the world. What do they have that's different than you? They have the same, a brain, a body. They think, they can read. So if they can do that, why can't you do anything? Remember that. Later, guys.